Netherlands-Morocco is the best round of 32 match at the Football World Cup, and I cannot wait because there are some really exciting matchups between these two sides, as they are both coming off a bit of form, but then a bit of tough matches around their group stage performances, and then they are also bringing in so many big players within their teams and big names that are going to want to go far within this tournament. So these two sides clashing so early in the competition and in a knockout match is going to be a very interesting matchup. Now, this will mean that these two sides who went really deep in the 2022 World Cup, Netherlands, who went to the quarterfinals, if I'm not wrong, and lost against Argentina, the eventual winners, and Morocco, who were fourth place in the 2022 World Cup. These two sides one of these two sides won't get as far as they did in 2022, and that is a big statement because these are some very big sides. This is mostly because Morocco were put in a very difficult pool. So that meant, since they had Brazil in their group, that they would face a first finishing side in another group. So these two sides are going to have a really good battle out here. Now, when I look at these, the big names for Morocco is Achraf Hakimi, of course, and that's at right back. So there will be questions around the left back area for Netherlands, as there will be some overloads down that side. So Ake is going to have to be on, and Van Dijk, and he usually is. Now, where teams have struggled is when they get behind Van Dijk, as he doesn't have the pace of some of those fast wingers or attacking players for opposition teams. So that could be where Netherlands have weaknesses. They also have been sometimes weak with their link-up, but I think they are strong down their right-hand side as well. So this game is going to be the battle of the right backs and right midfielders, as Denzel Dumfries has been so important for Netherlands, and obviously Achraf Hakimi is a big figure in that Moroccan side. Now at striker, for both sides, there have been some questions and some changes. Saibari, what a player he has been so far this World Cup, and he has been possibly the best Moroccan in the group stages, and his goals have been huge within the big parts of matches, and he scored in big moments. Now, Brian Brobby for Netherlands, he wasn't starting for the first few group stage matches, but he came into that side, especially for that last game, and made a big impact at striker. Now, this is going to be interesting to see whether he can carry that form on, but I think that's where Netherlands have hit the jackpot a little bit better there. But now, we've also got to remember the bench is going to be a huge importance within this game. And Somerville is a massive player for Netherlands at right midfield or right on the right wing, and he has really stood out for me. So it's going to be hard for them to shut them down. And that's why Riyad and Saladin are going to have a job to do there. How Netherlands like to play is quite a wing play, and they like crossing across the box from those fullbacks, especially Denzel Dumfries. And Morocco are more of a side that they don't really control the ball hugely, but like to hit on the counter and have good link-up play deep in the opposition half. Now, Saibari's runs are really, really big for Morocco and can open up defences. But Netherlands' defence is where their strength lies. So it will be interesting to see whether Morocco can break through, because they have struggled to score goals in their last few matches. And Netherlands' defence is elite. Now, I think within this game, Netherlands can dominate the game if they perform as the high quality side they are. And that is because Morocco just haven't looked convincing to me. And that could just be a blip in their World Cup, because they are really had a good World Cup in 2022, and we know they are great at upsetting big teams such as the Netherlands. But I think Netherlands have shown the class. They've got Gakpo, who is really, really good in national level, and the rest of the attack have shown really good glimpses that have convinced me that they are a side that can go deep within this tournament. Now, the defence is obviously elite, and that's why I think they will win this game 1-0. It won't be a high-scoring encounter, and it'll be all about who can score those big goals at those big moments, because this game is not going to be decided by how many goals they put in each other, because it's more going to be about if one team can break through and create a massive moment within the match. So this is overall a really, really big match to tune into and watch, because of these are two massive sides that are possible, are teams that usually go really deep in these big tournaments. So how will we see them face up, and will we see a really, really tight encounter that could get a bit fiery? Who knows? But tune in for more.